Hello, everyone. Nature breathtaking yet full of fury. When the earth unleashes its wrath, entire cities can be wiped out in an instant. Volcanic eruptions, monstrous tsunamis, raging tornadoes. Can humanity truly stand against these unstoppable forces? Let's dive into some of the most shocking moments of nature's fury captured on film. Due to abnormal pressure buildup underground, a sudden eruption occurred at Yellowstone National Park's Biscuit Basin area. Moments later, a massive column of black mud shot straight into the sky, accompanied by a thunderous explosion that sent visitors on the boardwalk fleeing in fear. After days of relentless rainfall, the mountainside in the Philippines begins to lose stability. When the pressure reaches its limit, a massive landslide suddenly crashes down. Leave a comment for this brave girl below. And if you love witnessing rare moments of nature, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to never miss an update. Footage of the 2011 Great East Japan tsunami shows massive waves sweeping away vehicles and causing extensive property damage. Cars were pushed away like toys, while homes and infrastructure were completely destroyed by the power of nature. Emergency evacuation orders were issued, but in the face of nature's wrath, people had no choice but to flee, helplessly watching as their homes and surroundings were reduced to ashes. When the flames finally subsided, they left behind a wasteland, once thriving forests, now nothing but charred remnants. In a parched landscape, an unexpected flash flood turned a small trickle into a raging torrent, carrying away mud, trees, and anything in its path. A lone white car stood at the edge of the floodwaters, its driver seemingly caught in a moment of life or death hesitation. Should they push forward or retreat? The catastrophic 2011 earthquake off the coast of Japan triggered an enormous tsunami, with waves towering up to 40.5 meters, crashing through Miyako and several coastal areas. As the first wave struck, seawater surged into the city at terrifying speeds, sweeping away homes, vehicles, and everything in its path. Meanwhile, relentless heavy rains have triggered a catastrophic flash flood in Jaén, Peru. Water levels are rising at an alarming rate, sweeping away vehicles and submerging streets in chaos. Locals desperately battle the rushing currents, struggling to stay upright on their motorbikes as they navigate the flooded roads. A terrifying yet awe-inspiring spectacle of destruction. Giant fissures suddenly rip through the earth as a powerful 7.7 magnitude earthquake rocks the city of Leh. The ground shakes violently, buildings sway precariously, and trees topple over as terrified. The sky turned ominously dark, and billowing clouds surged forward like an impending tidal wave, poised to swallow the entire settlement. This rare cloud tsunami phenomenon left viewers in awe and unease. as if nature itself was issuing a dire warning of an imminent storm. On a scenic mountain road in Colombia, relentless heavy rains weakened the soil on the hillside, triggering a catastrophic landslide. Without warning, a torrent of earth and rocks cascaded down, completely blocking the road and forcing vehicles to slam to a halt. Meanwhile, in the Parvati Valley, Kasol, Himachal Pradesh, a catastrophic flash flood ravaged the region, sweeping away trees, boulders, homes, and roads while threatening countless lives. The cause? Heavy rains, landslides, or perhaps human activities that have altered the natural flow of the river. A terrifying tornado tore through Lincoln, Nebraska on April 26, 2024, obliterating everything in its path. Towering black columns of dust, violent winds, and a sky in utter turmoil painted a grim picture of nature's destructive force. A tornado is one of the most extreme weather phenomena, often forming when warm, moist air collides with a cold air mass, creating a violent rotating vortex. In this case, a devastating tornado tore through Gaylord, Michigan on May 20, 2022, bringing terrifying wind speeds that sent debris flying and turned the streets into a scene of chaos. The raging inferno engulfed vast stretches of forest and dry grasslands in Chaparral, Murrieta. But what was even more terrifying was the emergence of a fiornado, a swirling column of fire spiraling high into the sky, transforming the wildfire into an uncontrollable monster fueled by intense heat and powerful winds, threatening everything in its path. A rare tornado tore through Star Valley this morning, causing severe destruction. Footage captured by Donovan Cross and his wife revealed the tornado's devastating power as it obliterated everything in its path. Fortunately, their home narrowly escaped being swept away, but many others were not as lucky. A massive tornado spirals straight into the sky, creating a scene straight out of a disaster movie. The cars ahead appear to be scrambling for shelter, while the dark, ominous sky looms overhead. A massive wildfire has broken out in New York, sending huge plumes of smoke into the sky. The flames spread rapidly, engulfing entire forests in flames, with the natural disaster visible to drivers on the highway. The sky darkened ominously as massive clouds billowed forward, resembling a colossal tidal wave poised to engulf the entire settlement. This rare cloud tsunami not only left spectators in awe, but also evoked an unsettling sense of foreboding, as if nature itself was issuing a dire warning of an impending storm. But within seconds, a raging torrent engulfed the dry roads, turning them into a furious river. Some people frantically ran to higher ground, while others stood in shock, witnessing the destruction unfold before their eyes. As a result, the area became temporarily isolated. Transportation came to a standstill, and residents had to wait for rescue teams to arrive. A terrifying tornado tore through Lincoln, Nebraska on April 26, 2024, obliterating everything in its path. Towering black columns of dust, violent winds, and a sky in utter turmoil painted a grim picture of nature's destructive force. A powerful EF2 tornado tore through Longwood, Florida, engulfing everything in a thick curtain of rain, reducing visibility to nearly zero. A driver unknowingly ventured into the danger zone, only realizing the severity of the storm when it was too late.